Well, hello and welcome back to another Trainer Clizzard video. Today we're going to be opening some packs and yapping. And yeah, I'm just going to mention it now. If you don't care about me yapping, you just want to see the cards, the what I pulled, just skip to the end. You have my permission. Skip to the end of the video. I'm going to have all my cards laid out, what I pulled, right? You know, you and I both hate those YouTubers that, open their packs and then they hide the cards. And so you have to, like, watch the entire video to see what they pulled. Not me. Skip to the end if you care about the pulls. But I want to make this video also to yap about a lot of stuff. And, yeah, so let's get into that. I won all these packs. I mean, minus one pack. I won all these packs actually by getting first place at a local like Pokemon tournament. It was league night. They do that every so often, and I actually got first place using a Reggie Draco deck. So I just want to talk about my experiences and stuff like that. So let's just start opening some of these packs while I yap about stuff. And kind of it all starts like it's not a new thing me playing Pokemon. I actually played Pokemon semi-competitively, not like any major tournaments, but I would play like at my locals during Roaring Skies and what's it? Phantom Forces meta. And so during that time, I actually played a little bit, like actual Pokemon. I would play like actual Pokemon, and actually to show you what deck I played, I also post a lot of stuff on my Instagram too. And I'm like, you guys probably didn't know I had an Instagram, but yeah, I have an Instagram. I post a lot of stuff there. Ignore the two. I didn't play these, but I wonder what deck I played. Phantom Forces meta. Of course, I played the Gengar Chandelure deck that no one knows about. Those Gengars went up. They're like 100 and they're like near mint $400 when before they were like near mint 160. But I played back then, and I haven't been playing since then. But because recently I've been doing a lot of business. I mean, when I say business, you guys know what I mean by business, right? I've been doing a lot of business, and there was like this car shop that I kept driving past. That was close to where I was doing business, and I came in and I wanted to check them out, and then there was like these whole bunch of kids playing Pokemon cards, and then like actual kids, like it was actually like a kid tournament, and that just got me like, wow, made me kind of miss Pokemon. And so I went ahead, and after I saw that, I'm like, yo, I want to get back into Pokemon. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been just getting back into like learning about what the meta is, what the format is. I've built like a ton of decks. Again, I've talked a lot about this stuff. I even talked about my first locals experience going back into it, where I was playing this Greninja Ogerpon deck. And I will talk about that in a future video. I actually recorded that video already a long time ago. I've just yet to publicize it because it's part of the Pokemon Indigo Disc videos where I talked about that. So you guys will see that one day if you guys care. But yeah, I've been enjoying Pokemon, and specifically talking about my first place. I got this first place. It was pretty fun because I was playing Reggie Draco, and also throughout the video I want to show a few decks. And so that Reggie Draco deck, Reggie Draco V Max is kind of like the meta right now, and so it's kind of like the tier 1 deck. My build isn't anything special. I'll show you guys my build if you want the certified Clizzard build. But there's a bunch of builds online that are probably better than this. But I built this, or I had this deck built, and so I want to play it. Just want to try out like playing a tier 1 deck, because I never really got to play tier 1 decks in Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. And so I went at my locals to play this. And honestly, I did, I got first place. There was only 3 rounds. There weren't that many people that night because it was like, Thanksgiving weekend. So there weren't that many people wanting to play. But I went ahead and got first place. Honestly, the first few games weren't... Let's open one of these prize packs. The first 2 games weren't like crazy, or it's not something I'm going to talk about in this video. The first and the second game was incredible. It was like my best game I've ever played in my entire life. That game was so fun. But that third game, it was against the Reggie Draco mirror match, and honestly, I won the coin flip. If you flip the coin and you go first, you just have a really good chance of winning. And so I went first, and I had a I just bosses orders their I bosses order both of their I guess I should have my pulls out. I bosses orders both of their Reggie Draco V's, and so they just couldn't set up a Reggie Draco V. And then at the end, I went ahead and prime captured like their Ogerpon, and I used Radiant Charizard to knock out for the final 2 prize. They kind of misplayed because what they should have done was we were in time, and so we could have drawn if he hadn't been so aggressive. But he was pretty aggressive at the end, even though he couldn't win. And all that happened was that Charizard was able to attack for 1 energy, and so that was super nice. So I was able to get that win there because my opponent kind of misplayed, and also I won the coin flip at the beginning of the game. But yeah, it's pretty fun. Again, there are a few things I want to talk about. The thing about getting first place and winning with the Regidraco V deck was that it wasn't very fun. I mean, it's fun playing that deck because that was actually like literally the first time I played that deck outside of like playing against like someone I know. I was actually playing that deck. I never played that deck like against real people. I shouldn't say real people. I didn't play that deck against like people outside, and I never played that deck on TCG Live. And so I did pretty well considering all that. And oh, 2 of them. Look at that. And so it was pretty fun in that sense. But the thing about going playing like that is that while it was pretty fun, all my games took all the time. Like all my games like were the longest game. I was always like the last game, and it took a long time. And then like when I won, like you know, people were didn't seem like people were excited. Maybe I just didn't get the memo. Maybe I shouldn't have been playing Regidraco V. But at the end of it, like the judge was like, oh, okay, Clizzard won first place, and it was kind of like they didn't really sound excited. The vibes weren't good, even though I won first place. I mean, obviously I was happy to win first place, but the vibes didn't seem to be that good outside. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Again, all my games went to time, and so the problem with that night was that it wasn't. Because one of the main reasons I play Pokemon is for the vibes. I don't really care about winning. I like playing different decks and stuff. I don't really care about winning. And actually, I'm gonna tease you by opening this pack. But like, I like playing fun decks. Like for example, here's another deck that I want to show. The reason why I'm showing these decks is because I do want to make videos on them, but it might take a long time for me to make a video. So I just want to get these decks out there so that one day when I make videos, you'll see the deck, right? Because this deck is going to get rotated out soon because it uses a lot of F cards. The F cards are going to get rotated out, and so I kind of want to show this deck. But for example, this Macargo deck is like a super fun deck. And again, I play a lot of decks, and I build a lot of decks that are like kind of fast. And the reason why I want to build a lot of decks that are fast is like either I win fast or I lose fast. And I didn't realize how much I valued that until I played that night where I won first place here. But the reason why I appreciated that was because when you play fast, you win fast and you lose fast. And after that, you can like kind of hang out with other people. And I kind of like that aspect of just hanging out with other people because it's, yeah, I just talk with people, just vibing out and, you know, just talk about what's going on and watching other people play their games. Like that's what I find fun. But when you're like when you're like try-harding and you're taking a long time playing the games, like what happens is that the games just take too long and you don't really, I didn't really get a lot of opportunity when I got first place to like talk to a lot of people. And so as much as it was fun getting first place, it wasn't very vibey at the end of the day. And again, I'm playing mostly for the vibes because I find it really fun to just hang out, talk with people, get out of the house, you know, do stuff. And the thing is, there are a lot of like people that are like vibe people. Like I like playing against certain people. You know, I played against a lot of people now at that certain local, and there are a lot of people that just like exude vibes. So every time I see them, every time I play against them, I know it's gonna be good vibes. And you know, that's not a lot of people, but like certain people, just really good vibes. Like they don't really care about winning or losing. Kind of like similar mindset. They're playing like the most fun random decks. And yeah, shout out to the vibe people. I always try to be the vibe guy. You know, try to just like not take the game too seriously. Just try to have fun. And but some people take it seriously, which makes sense. A lot of people who take it too seriously are like the people who are like a lot of what should I say? A lot of people that play competitively, like actually go to tournaments. Those people, like, you know, if you if you like accidentally draw an extra card or you accidentally do something, they're like, oh, it's against the rules. Then they call judge over, and like it's against. Like, obviously, you have to play proper when you play for packs, you know, for prize, for like actual prize. But some people just take it too far, in my opinion. They're kind of like not fun to play because they're like stickerless to the rules. Like, oh, you done something that you're not supposed to, and so that's never fun. And then also like some kids tend to be, you know, because when you're a kid, you know, a little bit emotional, and a lot of times the kids, you know, maybe they don't have the best decks, or they don't know how to play well, and so they end up not doing super well, and you know they lose, and so like they might not be in the greatest of moods, and that, you know, that always kind of brings the vibe down, in my opinion. It's not their fault, it's just how it is. But yeah, and then there are just some people that just suck the vibe right out from you. Like some people are like like negative vibes, which is kind of unfortunate. And yeah, those people, it's not the most fun playing against those people as well. Like there are some negative vibe people that I played at my locals that I would assume like I see them and I'm like, oh, they look like they're having so much fun when they're playing. And then when they play against me, it's like they're just negative vibes. Like I don't understand. Like, did they not like me? Am I cringe? Or yeah, it is what it is, right? But anyways, I've opened all my packs and I haven't even gone through like most of the topics I want to come through in this video, but that's fine. Didn't really get much out of my prize packs. I guess I got a hollow Buddy Poffin and some other stuff. The Ultra Ball is nice, I suppose. And then out of my Stellar Crown packs, I did get, or I guess this Pavilion I got out of Surging Sparks, I think it was. Yeah, and then the Lampress, and then this guy, and then the Trapagos in the Machamp. Did have a few other things I wanted to talk about this video, but you know, I'll just leave it here. I don't want to make the video too long. So these were my packs. Again, yeah, getting first place, and like I wasn't expecting anything out of my packs. And what did you know? I didn't really get anything out of my packs. Nothing too crazy out of the pack. So, you know, winning first place is like, okay, I won first place, but like I didn't really get much. I guess the Trapagos is, I'm sure the Trapagos is the most expensive card, but not really a lot of value here. But anyways, yeah, I'm just going to end that video here. Again, more things I want to talk about, but maybe I'll save that for another time. So, thank you for watching, you beautiful the way you are. And you know what? I'll catch you in the next Trainer Closer video. Indeed, indeed.